Hello, my friends. Welcome back to English Unleashed. I'm Tom, and today I'm going to share something powerful with you. It's a 10-minute daily practice. Yes, just 10 minutes. This can completely change your English fluency. If you do this every day, your speaking will become faster, your words will come naturally, and you will feel confident every time you speak. I know this sounds simple, but it's not just simple, it's effective. It's powerful. This is the same method many language learners use to go from I understand, but I can't speak to I speak easily and naturally. So, if you're ready, let's begin. First, let's talk about why just 10 minutes can change your English. When most people think about improving their language, they imagine long lessons, long textbooks, and grammar exercises. But the truth is, your brain learns language through small, regular contact, okay? Small, regular contact, not through long, rare study sessions. Your brain needs daily contact with English. Even just 10 minutes a day can be more powerful than 1-2-hour class per week. Why? Because your brain stays in English mode. It starts to connect words faster. It remembers phrases more easily, and it builds speaking confidence naturally. 10 minutes might feel small, but over 1 month, that's 300 minutes of focused practice. 5 hours of English practice. Now, let's talk about the goal of this practice. Many learners focus only on knowing English. They want to understand grammar. They want to memorize words. They want to pass exams. But fluency is not just about knowing. It's about doing. So, the goal of this 10-minute routine is simple: to make English feel natural, to make speaking English feel automatic, to help you stop translating in your head and start thinking in English. And the best part is, you don't need a teacher. You don't need a classroom. You don't need expensive courses. You can do this anywhere, at home, in a park, in your kitchen, or even on a bus. Now, here is how you can do it. I'm going to break the 10 minutes into 5 easy steps. You can do all of them in one go, all together, or mix and match. The important thing is do them every day, okay? Do them every day, every single day. The first 2 minutes are about input, listening. Find something simple in English, a podcast, a YouTube video, or a dialogue. You can use English Unleashed podcasts. It should be something you understand at least 80%. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Just listen. While you listen, don't try to translate. Focus on the rhythm. Focus on the tone and the way words connect. This trains your ear to think in English and prepares your brain for speaking. So here is a pro tip. Pro tip means advanced tip. Choose the same short audio every day for 1 week. Repetition builds fluency faster than new material every day. Here is step 2. Speak out loud for 2 minutes. Now, it's time to speak, even if nobody is there. Take a few phrases or sentences from what you listen to and say them out loud. Copy the pronunciation. Copy the speed. Copy the melody. It might feel strange at first, but this is how your mouth learns. Speaking is a physical skill, like playing the piano or riding a bike. The more you move your mouth in English, the faster you improve. Here is another pro tip. Don't worry about mistakes. Fluency grows from repetition, not from perfection. Now we move on to step 3. Personalize. You should do this for 2 minutes. Use what you just learned and make it about you. If the audio said, "I usually wake up early," change it to something personal. I usually wake up at 7. I usually wake up at 6. Or, I don't usually wake up early on weekends. This step is important because it turns passive knowledge into active ability. It helps you connect English to your life. And that's how you remember it. That's how you make it active. Step 4. Practice speaking freely for 2 minutes without reading or copying. Talk about your day. Describe what you see around you. Explain what you're planning to do tomorrow. The topic doesn't matter. What matters is that you speak continuously for 2 minutes without stopping. At first, it will be slow. That's okay. The goal here is not speed. It's flow. Speaking continuously without stopping. With time, your words will come faster. Your sentences will become more natural. So, for example, you could talk about what I did yesterday. You could talk about my favorite places. Or you could talk about my plan for the weekend. And here is step 5. Spend the last 2 minutes reflecting on your practice, repeating and reflecting. Ask yourself, which phrase felt easy? Which words were difficult? What mistakes did I notice? You don't need to write everything down. Just think about it. This helps your brain organize what you learned and prepare for the next day. And then repeat tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day after that. Now, you might think, can 10 minutes really help me speak fluently? The answer is yes, and here is why. First, repetition builds confidence. When you repeat small pieces of language every day, they become automatic. Second, consistency builds memory. Your brain remembers better with regular small practice than with rare long sessions. Third, daily speaking builds fluency. Even 2 minutes of free speaking per day trains your brain to think and talk at the same time. And fourth, Personalization builds connection. When you connect English to your real life, you stop forgetting it. The secret is not what you do, it's how often you do it. Now, before we finish, let me share 3 common mistakes that learners make with this method. Mistake number 1, skipping days. Fluency grows from daily contact. If you stop for 1 or 2 weeks, you lose momentum, you lose motivation. So the solution is, even if you're busy, do just 5 minutes. A short version is better than nothing. Mistake number 2, wanting perfection. If you wait until you're ready or until your grammar is perfect, you will never speak. If you wait for when you have 2 hours a day, you may never start. So, the solution is focus on progress, not perfection. Fluency is messy. Language learning is messy, and that's okay. And here is mistake number 3. Practicing without emotion. If your practice feels boring, your brain won't care. So, the solution is choose topics you love. Talk about your hobbies. Talk about your dreams. Talk about your goals. Make English personal. So, my friends, now you know the secret. It's not a magic app. It's not a perfect textbook. It's not a grammar rule. It's just 10 minutes. 10 minutes every single day. Listen, speak, personalize, free talk, reflect. If you do this for 1 week, you will feel the difference. If you do it for 1 month, other people will notice the difference. And if you do it for 6 months, your fluency will explode. Remember, language is not learned in a classroom. It's built in small daily moments, in your kitchen, on a walk, and while brushing your teeth. So, start today, set a timer for 10 minutes, and begin. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of English Unleashed. I'm Tom, and until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.